So we are starting the discussion of COVID-19. And why we are discussing about the COVID-19? Because there are lots of research already has been done in the acupuncture and Wuhan School of Traditional Chinese Medicine. And the China has given some protocols to treat the COVID-19. And right now, if you see the China, they are celebrating lots of festival, they are celebrating their time. They have done the vaccination, they have done whatever they have done, we don't know. But there is no COVID-19 situation in the China. So we will discuss the successful protocol given by Wuhan Hospital of China. And this protocol has been used by many hospitals throughout the world. Even we are trying with our patients, with our colleague, not only in the body, but we are trying in the sujog, and we are seeing results immediately. So let's start now. So if we see the coronavirus, look at this coronavirus. This coronavirus looking like very strange virus. Look at in this image. And the coronavirus is not the virus who is infecting us first time. There is a complete family. There is a complete family of this coronavirus in the 2003 and then in the 2012 and right now in the 2019 this coronavirus has attacked. So the coronavirus has attacked many times. This is not the first time, the 2019. First time coronavirus has attacked in the 2003 and the name was SARS. SARS. So means when in the 2003 the coronavirus attacked, then we have given the name SARS-CoV virus. So meaning of S is severe because it is creating lots of problem. Acute, we have to take the patient immediately to the hospital. Respiratory disease, and the meaning of S is syndrome. So the severe acute respiratory disease syndrome, this has started in the 2003. Even in the 2003, there were many deaths all over the world. So this in the 2003 also, this started from the China. Then again in the 2012, this virus started from the Saudi Arabia. This virus started from the Saudi Arabia. And we have given the name MERS. MERS. So the meaning of MERS here, Middle East Respiratory Syndrome. Again, this is also respiratory syndrome. Then it attacked again now in the 2019. The same SARS-CoV virus has attacked once again. So there are 200 plus, even uncountable virus in this weather all around. And many times, every time, a different virus is attacking on our body and creating the influenza, flu-like symptoms. Then we are automatically getting cured within few days. And our body is developing the antibodies against this virus. The normal virus who attacked on our body, it takes 3 to 5 days or 7 days. And every spring season, most of the person getting this viral attack and flu-like symptoms. But this time, this virus is creating lots of problems. So it has become a dangerous. SARS-CoV-2, severe acute respiratory syndrome, COVID virus 2, or in the shortcut we are telling COVID-19 because it has started in the 2019 from China. If you see the virus, so virus is having covering, means we can see this is the envelope of virus. And envelope of virus has made by 3 protein and the central of virus is made by 1 protein. So if you see, this is the envelope of virus. So there are total 4 protein in the virus. Just virus has made by 4 protein, S, M, E, N. For learning purpose, I am telling MENS, M protein, E protein, N protein, and S protein. So there are total 4 protein. With the help of 4 protein, this coronavirus has been constructed. Only the 1 protein, N protein, is in the center, and all the 3 protein, means M, E, S, all the 3 protein are outside. So all the 3 protein are making the envelope of virus, and the N protein are in the central. Let's see the other image. If you see this image, so just other than center, we can see this is the coronavirus. It is looking like a water-filled ball. So you can see, we can see it is looking like water-filled balls. And we can see these are the spike proteins, and these are the very dangerous thing. Like spike protein is like a stun gun who is penetrating the host body. So this is the protein who is very dangerous, who is making the path in the host cell, who is making the host cell full and entering with the help of this spike protein. And other than this spike protein, we are having 2 other protein, membrane protein and envelope protein. So with the help of these 3 protein, the virus is making the envelope. Now we come in the center. So we can see in the center, this is the RNA, the single-stranded RNA. So this is the virus. Now RNA is the genetic material of the virus. Like in the human body, we are having DNA in our main like constitution. In the same way, RNA is in the virus. Virus is not having DNA. What is the difference between DNA and RNA? DNA is like this. DNA is double-stranded. Even not only like this, DNA is like this. Like double. But when we talk about the RNA, RNA is just a single line, single wire. So we are telling it single-stranded RNA. So we can see the inside, this is the RNA, the genetic material, who is having whole information about about this virus. And when this virus is attacking on the host body, normal cells, so this RNA is responsible for doing the multiplications of the new viruses, new cells. So look at here. This is the very thicker structure, and this is the N protein or nucleocapsid. The 4th protein or N protein, or it is called nucleocapsid, which is in the center of this virus. So our RNA is just overlapped this N protein. RNA just attached with this N protein. We can see here in this image. So this is the nucleocapsid, and our RNA is just overlapping on this nucleocapsid. So in the center of this virus, we are having the single-stranded RNA with the nucleocapsid. So this is the virus, and when virus is doing the multiplications, and the kids of virus is called virion. So the virion means the kids of virus, the new generation of the virus. So virus is creating lots of virion, and after that they are creating the problem to the host cells. So how the virus is attacking in the human body? So look at this structure. Suppose with the breathing, virus is going inside. Maybe it is going in the nasal mucosa, pharynx, it is going in the lungs, wherever this virus reach. But the virus cannot attack everywhere. Like if I rub the virus in my skin, virus cannot enter from the skin. If I rub the virus anywhere, virus cannot enter. If I take the virus and rub on my liver, virus cannot enter in the liver. Virus can enter only where the virus having door. So suppose this is the cell. In the cell, we are having a special door. In the cells, we are having special doors. So especially there are many doors, but one door is called ACE door or ACE receptor, and but another door is called ACE2 receptor. Actually, God has not made this door for the entry of virus. God has made this door for some other purpose. What is the purpose? So the real purpose of this ACE door or ACE2 door, there are two different types of door, and every cell having multiple ACE receptors and multiple ACE2 receptors. So if I talk about the ACE, the meaning of ACE is angiotensin converting enzyme. Angiotensin converting enzyme. So the purpose of this door is, suppose when we are in the emergencies, when we want to run, we want to fight, we want more energy, that time heart is pumping more blood. So the blood pressure increases. Okay. So when we are in the emergency, the brain sending the message to the heart, okay, increase the blood pressure so that the person will get more blood, more energy to perform the actions. So what is happening exactly? Brain is secreting some chemicals that is called angiotensin. Angiotensin is coming here at the ACE2 door, ACE door, and in the ACE door, the angiotensin is coming and entering in the cell. So the angiotensin take entry so this is the cell and this is the ACE receptor, ACE receptor. So the angiotensin taking entry from this door and converting in some other enzyme and increasing our blood pressure. So this is the phenomena. So angiotensin 1 is converting in the angiotensin 2, then it is increasing our blood pressure. So suppose this ACE door has been given so that you can increase your blood pressure whenever you required. But now it is what is happening. We are all time in the pressure, we all the time in the stress, anxiety, worry, and fear. So brain sending more and more angiotensin all the time, and all the time blood pressure is too high. Then what to do? Then doctor is giving medicines. Doctor is giving some medicine to close the effect of this door. So doctor what is doing? Doctor is closing this door. So what medicine they are giving? They are giving medicine, they are called ACE inhibitor. So as soon as you take the ACE inhibitor, I will show you the list shortly. So ACE inhibitor are many medicine. In the last of these medicine, it is written pril, like captopril, ramipril. So these all medicine are ACE inhibitor. So doctor are closing this door, so angiotensin will not enter from here. BP will not be high. So this is the one type of blood pressure medicine given by doctor. So this was the function of, so there are two doors. One is ACE, which is to increase the blood pressure. Now, on the other time, when we are fully relaxed, calm and quiet, we are on the holiday, we are just chilling, that time brain is releasing some other chemicals so that our body will get complete relaxed and BP will lowering down. So the second door, that is called ACE2 receptor. So the second door or ACE2 receptor, whether it is visible or not, this color. Okay. So the ACE2 receptor, when the chemical are entering, the enzyme are entering from this door, so they are lowering down the blood pressure. So we have ACE receptor, we have ACE2 receptor. So we can increase the blood pressure, we can decrease the blood pressure, and everything is done as per need. So now, when we are closing one door, so as per practical things, when we are closing ACE receptor closed, that time the expression of ACE2 become high. Expression of AC2 is high. Now this is the great problem, because the SARS-CoV-2 virus is entering with ACE2 receptor. So this is the entry gate. The ACE2 receptor is the entry gate for the SARS-CoV-2 virus. One good information for the female are having lesser ACE2 receptor than the male. So male are more sensitive, males are having more chances to get the COVID infection as compared to the female. But I'm not telling this that female cannot get the infection. Now we are seeing the male, female, all are getting the infection. The ACE2 door available in male as well as in the female, but males are having too many, much more than the females. So this is the problem. So the when COVID virus, so this is the virus, want to enter. So this is the ACE2 receptor. So the ACE2 receptor, see the spike protein, we can see the spike protein. So this ACE2 receptor feeling for the spike protein like a friends. And the ACE2 receptor having this feeling, the spike protein is the key of my lock, because this receptor is like a lock and spike protein is like a key. So in this, because of this virus is easily getting inside the ACE2 receptor, attaching with the ACE2 receptor, and finally it is taking the entry in the target cells. After that, it is reaching inside. Now see, this is the cell. Now this virus has been reached inside. Now what will happen? Now with the help, now this virus will do the replication. The virus will increase the number. And first this virus will increase the many numbers. And after increasing many more numbers, now this virus will come back here. This virus will break the boundaries of the cells, will come back and will go and infect the other cells. So now we can see this virus is what doing. This virus has replicated in many numbers. Now has come to the outside of the cells. Now, when this virus is entering inside, how it is replicating? So with the help of Xerox machine, which is called ribosome. Ribosome is the Xerox machine found inside the cells. So the when virus reach inside, with the help of ribosome, it is doing the multiple copies. And after doing the multiple copies, it is breaking the cell boundaries and coming upside and ready to infect other cells. In this way, the one virus can create the millions of millions, billions can create the virus again. So in this way, the high risk for the person who is taking anti-hypertensive drug or ACE inhibitor, this is the list of ACE inhibitor. We can see captopril, enalapril, we can see the pril, captopril. These all medicines are having, these all medicine are very common medicine, very common. Doctors are giving for controlling the blood pressure, but because of the effect of this medicine, the expression of ACE2 inhibitor will be high and person become more sensitive for the infection. Okay. Other than this medicine, there is another category of the ARBs medicine, ARBS. I am not discussing right now about the ARBs because ultimately whenever you want to increase the blood pressure, you have to insert, you have to take the entry from the ACE door. So doctor is blocking the ACE door, that's it. Either they are blocking right now or they are blocking after one or two more steps. Ultimately, if you are able to block the ACE receptor, then you can normalize the blood pressure. So now look at this machine. Now it is this very common machine, and we should all of us should be aware. We can see this is the oxygen percentage. So we can see this should be more than 94. This should be more than 94. So in this oximeter, mainly we are seeing three things. Number one, we are seeing the percentage of the oxygen. It should be more than 94. And if it is 99, really it is very good. The many person having 99. But if this oxygen percentage is going below the 94, it become little dangerous. If it is become 90, then 89, then 85, 82. Nowadays, the COVID-19 patient developing the happy hypoxia. The meaning of happy hypoxia is the oxygen percentage is dropping down and they don't have information. They are not feeling anything. They are feeling normal. And suddenly when it dropped down too much, then suddenly they feel lots of discomfort in the breathing. So this first thing is called percentage of the oxygen. And second thing, this is the pulse rate. This pulse rate should be 60 to 90. Then we can declare it normal. But if it is less than 60 or if it is more than 90, then it becomes dangerous. Because we cannot, ideally we are telling the 72 per minute is the pulse rate, but we don't find ideal pulse to everyone. But between 60 to 90, it can be manageable. And in the center, we can see PI. The PI means perfusion index. The perfusion index means the how much deeper oxygen going in your body. Like we are inhaling the air, we are inhaling the oxygen, but the how much deeper it is going. So that is called perfusion index. Mainly our target is this oxygen and this pulse rate. It should be normal. So how the COVID virus react if the person has already affected with the COVID infection earlier and has developed the antibodies, or the person who has taken the vaccination and because of the vaccination he has developed the immunity. So see, as soon as this COVID virus is attacking, we can see these Y-shaped antibodies. These Y-shaped antibodies. These are the antibodies. We can see with, I have shown here with the green color. So as soon as this COVID-19 virus entering in the human body, these all antibodies, because the antibodies already has developed because of the previous infections or because of the vaccinations. So all the antibody going and covering this virus. Each and every spike protein is covered by these antibodies. So we can see, and on the one side, our antibodies are covering the virus. On the other side, our immune cell getting alert because they have received the information that some virus has attacked and has trying to attach with the receptor. So what is body doing? So first of all the antibodies are attaching with each and every spike. Not a single spike left. With each and every spike, our 1 antibodies get attached. So now there is no possibility to enter inside the cells with the ACE2 receptors. So on the one side, these antibodies are covering this virus. On the other side, our immune cells are coming and diluting, eating this virus. So ultimately, this virus cannot survive if we already develop the immunity, if we already develop the antibodies. So now, this is the prevention phase. We are all the time we are discussing about the prevention phase. What is the meaning of prevention phase? That what is the role of acupuncture? If we don't want to get affected with the COVID infections, not only with the COVID infections, we don't want to get infected with any viral infection, with any flu, influenza-like symptoms. So this is the prevention phase. In the prevention phase, it has been given the 3 points we have to stimulate. How can we prevent our body? Number one, drain the turbid phlegm. This is the first step. So drain the turbid phlegm or dampness. So the first step is draining the turbid phlegm or dampness. If we can drain the turbid phlegm or dampness, then virus cannot affect or any bacteria cannot affect, because the dampness or turbidity create dirtiness inside the body and it gives very good atmosphere so that virus can grow with good speed. The second thing, we should improve our yin. How can we improve our yin? So yin means the proper and deeper relaxation, sleep properly in the night, do the yoga nidra, pranayama, and take the complete relaxation. Yin can be considered like, if you see, this is the earthen pot, and this is the oil inside the earthen pot, and you want to ignite the flame. So if you are having good oil, then flame will be good. But if oil is very lesser, then slowly you will see the flame will decrease. So more oil and good flame. In the same way, the yin is like a oil. So during the night when we are sleeping, we are improving the liquid in our body, we are improving the fluid in our body, we are improving the yin in our body, and during the daytime, then we are ready to ignite the flame, ready to work. So sometimes what is happening, because we are living in the very stressful lifestyle, we are not eating food in the right time, we are sleeping late and not getting good and sound sleep, not having time to do yoga nidra, pranayama, yoga. So slowly, body is not in the proper relaxed status. So day by day we are looking, the yin is decreasing. The yin means the deeper relaxation of the human body. If you are having good yin, then it means you are having good oil, you are having good essence. This oil, like in earthen pot in the human body, what is oil? Oil is our yin, or oil is our body essence. So we should always try to improve the yin. In the other word, I can tell essence. So the first step, drain the turbid flame. The second step, improve the yin. Third step, improve the chi or energy. So for this, these are the wonderful points, has been given only 3 points. There are only 3 points. Stomach 36 will be the first point, CV6 will be the second point, and CV12 will be the third point. As per the acupuncture, these 3 points having very great role to remove the turbidity. So what we can do? We can do the moxa. We can see this is the moxa stick. This is the moxa stick. So we can do the moxa from the distance. This moxa can be ignited. Inside the moxa, we are having dry herb. We can ignite the moxa and we can stimulate the point with the heat. So maybe you are knowing the location of these points, but quickly I will tell you the location of all the 3 points. So we have to stimulate 3 points, just 3 points, stomach 36, CV6 and CV12. If we stimulate these 3 points, then we can prevent ourselves from any types of infections. So look at this image from the navel. From the navel, if we go 1.5 tune down, from the navel, if we go 1.5 tune down, so this is the location of CV6. So we can go 1.5 tune down, or even we can go 2 finger down. So 2 finger is equal to 1.5 tune. CV6 is the very wonderful point. As per the acupuncture, CV6 is the great point to improve the chi and remove the unwanted turbid flame. Even if we just put the red color on the CV6, it is improving our energy. So this will be the first point. So what we have to do, we have to do 10 to 12 minute moxa at this point on the location of CV6 every day. The Wuhan Hospital of China has been told that during the very great too much pandemic, we should do moxa twice a day here, at least 10 to 12 minutes. But when the situations are little normal and you are having not much flame, you are having good energy, then even you can do just once a day. You can do the moxa here just within 2 to 3 days. You will feel very great energy, because this point is improving the enthusiasm. This point increasing the virility, sexual potency, and this point is really very good and connected with our original energy source. Now, from the navel, if we go fortune up, so from the navel, if we go fortune up, the meaning of fortune can be considered as a 6 fingers. So we will reach on the CV12 point, and the CV12 point is very wonderful point, and the CV12 point removing the unwanted turbid flame from each and every yang organ. The meaning of yang organ, like small intestine, triple Barmer, large intestine, like gallbladder, stomach, and urinary bladder. There are 6 yang organs. From the each and every yang organ, it will remove the turbid phlegm. Just one point, single point, CB12. So the CB12 is very wonderful point for this purpose. And if someone is suffering with the stomach problem, gas, acidity, indigestion, unwanted deposition, like retention of the food, even you will see very good results with the help of CB12. CB12 is very good point for stomach. And third point I told you, the stomach 36. The stomach 36 found in the feet. The stomach 36 also called steroid point because it is improving the chi and energy. So from the corner of knee, so we can see this is the knee. From the corner of knee or knee eye, if we go 3 chun down, so this is the location of stomach 36. The stomach 36 is very good point, removing the unwanted phlegm from the body. So we can see in the legs we are having 2 bones. The name of this bone is tibia and the name of this bone is fibula. The stomach 36 is located in between on the border of tibia, and from the knee eye it is 3 chun down. So in this way we have to stimulate the 3 point, and these 3 points are very wonderful. Since long time I am telling you again and again the importance of these 3 points, because these 3 points are really very good. So just stimulate these 3 points and see the effect. Moxa should not do only for the patient is having very higher blood pressure. If someone is having very high blood pressure, then we should avoid the moxa. Then in place of moxa, just we can do the general tonification. 1 minute only. So the question, if someone is already having high blood pressure, if someone is unable to sleep throughout the night because of the excessive heat, then we should avoid the moxa. Then what to do in place of moxa? Just do the tonification. You can do the tonification even in the sujog, in the bual, on the bual points. We can do the tonification on the bual points. So with the help of 3 point, we can remove the turbidity. You know, the stomach 36 is very wonderful point for stomach. But stomach 36 is also very good point for the heart. In the acupuncture, it has been told, if you insert the needle on the stomach 36, it is working on the stomach. But if you insert more, then it is working on the heart. The 1 chun insertion and the 1.5 chun insertion working on the stomach, and the 2 chun insertion working on the heart. But if you want to put the magnets, so if you put the magnet on the stomach 36, it is working, even it is working for a stomach problem as well as on the heart problem. So in the bual magnet also we can do the treatment. In the bual magnet also, in the finger also, in the sujog also, we can stimulate all the 3 point with the help of tonification. Just don't stimulate if person is having too much heat, higher blood pressure, then do not do Moxibustion, but you can do the tonification. So we can see this is the indirect Moxibustion which we are preferring in India, because in the many countries, California, Canada and China, they are also doing direct Moxibustion. And in the China, it is very common, direct Moxibustion. But in the India, it's not so much common because of cosmetic purpose. People doesn't like any mark on the skin for cosmetic purpose. So we are doing indirect Moxibustion. So we are doing the Moxibustion, and we know this is the moxa stick. This is a very wonderful, inside the moxa stick, we are having very wonderful herb. The name of this herb is, that is a dry herb. The name of herb is RT-PCR vulgaris. And this is a special herb, and this herb has been used for many diseases for different purpose. Why the moxa is good? See, moxa is 100 times faster than the normal stimulation. Heat is giving the faster information to the brain rather than needling. If you needle the point, definitely it is going to work, but if you do the moxa, it will work 100 times more. So if the person is eligible, so do the moxa. Only if person is not eligible, then we are helpless. We can't do the moxa, then we can do just tonification. For the prevention purpose, I didn't tell the sedation. When we talk about the prevention means right now you have not got attacked by any virus. Right now you are okay. Just you are taking the treatment for the prevention purpose. The sedation will start from the influenza phase. When we step in the influenza phase, then the sedation will start, because in the influenza stage, when virus will attack, that time we will do the sedation. Right now we will not do any sedation. Right now we are doing the tonification, but if we are confused what to do, because we know the person, we are not aware what do, what not to do, then you can also stimulate the point with the even method. Because if you stimulate the stomach 36, it is a very good point for removing the turbidity, because how the phlegm, how the kapha, how the turbidity is forming in our body. In our body, if we talk about the turbidity, see, the spleen is the very important organ in the human body. When spleen is good, it is making good chi. Like we know, when we are boiling the water, so this is the water inside the utensil, and this is the phlegm. This is the phlegm. So what is, after some time we can see this water is becoming steam, and we know the steam is very refined and pure products. In the same way, whatever food we are eating, suppose this is the food. During the body metabolism, with the help of spleen, this food is converting in the very refined energy like a steam. But if spleen is weak, then spleen is failed to do this action, and instead of making the pure and refined chi, the spleen is making turbid phlegm. So what is turbid phlegm? Turbid phlegm because of the poor spleen. That's why we are doing the tonification on the stomach 36. It is wonderful point for to improve the spleen. So it is very common sentence in the acupuncture. The phlegm is formed by spleen and deposited in the various part of the body and in the lungs. So this is the prevention method. This is a very common test. This is called RT-PCR. RT-PCR. The meaning of RT-PCR is reverse transcription polymerase chain reactions. Many persons are telling real-time polymerase chain reactions. The scientist has done lots of research, but still they can just investigate the DNA. Because DNA, we know the DNA having double helix, double stranded. So our whole the machine can just check the DNA. They can't check RNA, because RNA is having only single wire. Even the machine, the RT-PCR machine, having no facility to check the DNA. The PCR test has been done many times for different diseases. We are doing the PCR test. So this is the DNA. Normally, what is the pattern? The pattern is this. If suppose this is the DNA, so if we break the DNA, so DNA can be converted in these two parts. So this is the DNA, and DNA is having double helix. Now this is the RNA. Suppose we are breaking the DNA in the RNA, and again we will break it in the protein. So DNA can be converted in the RNA in the laboratory, and RNA can be converted in the protein. Even virus is the RNA. So when this virus or RNA entering in the human body, as soon as it enter in the human body with our machinery, it is making lots of protein. So DNA can make the RNA and RNA can make the protein. So that's why RNA is making lots of protein, spike protein, E protein, and making the new RNA, making the new virus. So when we convert DNA to RNA, this process is called transcription. This process is called transcription. So the meaning of transcription is converting double helix in the single helix. That is called transcription. But suppose if we do opposite, what is the meaning of opposite? If we convert the RNA in the DNA, so this is the reverse procedure. So we are telling reverse transcription. We are telling it reverse transcription. So what we are doing whenever we are collecting the sample from the mouth, from the nose, from the nasopharynx or from the oropharynx, we are putting the cotton, we are putting and taking the swab from the nasopharynx or oropharynx. In that, if there is a RNA available, so we'll put in the machinery and we will convert in the DNA, means opposite, reverse. So that is called reverse transcription. Then with the help of PCR machine, we will make the multiple chance. We will multiply the number, because only certain number we can see, like we can't see the very small number. After a certain number only we can see. So we are making multiple copies. So like this is the hand pump. You can see this is the hand pump. We are pumping the hand pump. Suppose after pumping 5 to 7 times water is coming, then we are telling, okay, water level is good. Okay, after 20-25 water is coming, then okay, water level is manageable. But we are doing and water is not coming even after 80, 100, then we'll tell, oh, maybe water level is too down. In the same way, when we are making the copies with the help of PCR machine, suppose till the 35 copies, we are rotating the machine 35 times and we are able to detect the virus, then we are telling positive. But if it is more than that, then we are telling negative. So that is called RT-PCR. So RT-PCR means, RT means reverse transcription and the PCR means making the multiple chains and multiple copies, like we are pumping the hand pump. So that's why higher the value, suppose we have pumped only 2 times and positive, so the viral load is too high. But we are pumping 30 times, then we'll tell positive, but viral load is little lesser. But either the viral load is 2 or 20 or 30, if virus is there, then we should get alert, because maybe the virus has entered. That time viral load will be lesser and day by day it will increase and become high and high. So when the virus is entering in the body,